beer to the party, yo.
You're listening to Cripple Streets. Sit your ass back and enjoy the show.
You are now listening to Cripple Streets.
If you ain't about them Cripple Streets, then you got to go.
You are now listening to Cripple Streets.
This is my whole life. This is all I know.
You are now listening to Cripple Streets.
Hit them Cripple Streets and let's make some dough.
Yo, what's going on, bro?
Yo, what up, man? It's Friday. It's
Finally back, man. It's fucking 2 weeks.
Yeah,
I don't know what the hell you were doing, but
I'm working, bro. I work now.
I get it. Listen, but the people need our episodes. You gotta figure that shit out.
I know. I appreciate it, but listen, I work now. My schedule has now changed.
We back to Fridays?
Oh,
hold on.
we actually have to talk about that.
Talk to me.
We can talk off camera.
Okay.
But I will now be working Monday through Friday.
Oh shit! All right, so we'll figure out another
So
day.
we have to figure out a day. But I'm off Saturday and Sunday.
There you go.
So I'm sure we could figure it out in between, like football, husband duties,
stuff. Yep, I got you.
things of that nature. But
We're back, so that's all that fucking matters. We're back today.
Yes,
we're here today.
We are here today.
So that's what's up, dude. I should have got coffee. I am fucking dying right now.
Well,
I'm not tired. I just want coffee.
this is the problem. I called you today, and I was like, "Yo, my G, I know you're gonna pass Starbucks on your way here. Give me a coffee."
You live like a lot closer than I do to the Starbucks.
Yeah, but
Why didn't you pick it up?
Because you were passing it on your way here.
Alright.
And I was like, "Yo, get me a coffee."
Yeah, I was like, yo, get me
And
coffee.
you're like, "Yeah, bet." And I don't have any fucking coffee.
You know what the problem is, bro? See, I've been on edge a little bit the past couple of weeks, and I'm slowly weaning myself off of my anger trip. But let me tell you something right now. And it's been a while. The old Eric almost came back 2 weeks ago. Now, a lot of people don't know this about me. I used to have minor anger problems. Minor anger problems.
Right.
But, or you don't agree?
Yes, I agree. You at least have minor anger problems.
So 2 weeks ago, I'm watching, and this is the reason I didn't get you coffee today, because ever since 2 Sundays ago, I've just been on edge. Like somebody won't put milk in my coffee, and I'll stab, and I'll threaten to burn down the Starbucks.
I'll kill your family.
Right? It's not just. I'm not like that anymore. Like, yeah, it's just milk. I'll drink it black. But now I'm like, I will still use this hot coffee, and you will remake it for me.
Okay.
And it all started because I was watching the Jet game 2 weeks ago when they won, when they beat fucking Tennessee.
I work every Sunday. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, so 2 weeks ago the Jets finally won the game.
Okay.
And I'm watching the game, and it was a close fucking game. It was like 2 minutes left, and the Jets are tied with Tennessee.
Okay.
And the nurse who was with me, he says he likes football, but he just watches it. He says he watches it for the exciting games, whatever the fuck that is. So I'm watching the game, and all of a sudden I hear, you know, I think I'm going to root for Tennessee right now. Now, we have the ball, and it's 2 minutes left.
Right.
And he's like, we didn't score for Tennessee. I'm like, what? He's like, I'm going to root for Tennessee. I'm like, why? And he goes, because if they score, it'll be exciting. Like, why would it be exciting? Because then the Jets will have to come back.
But what if we score, then Tennessee will have to come back.
Right.
I get what I want, you get what you want.
And dude, I don't know why, but something, maybe it's a sport, like people who watch sports understand. When you're sitting with someone, now if he was a football fan and liked Tennessee, I would understand it.
Well, you still want to murder him, but at least...
But it's friendly banter back and forth. There's a camaraderie of this is my team, this is your team,
right.
You can go fuck yourself.
Right.
But he's just rooting to like maybe if I started to feel like, are you rooting to watch me get weird? Like, are you trying to make me mad?
Right.
Which in turn made me more mad, and I wanted to I had thoughts of running him over with my wheelchair.
Smart.
And then just taking a shit on his face.
I like that.
And I was like, this is not good, because I haven't felt this way in a long time.
Right.
So that's why I didn't get coffee.
That's fair.
Because if I didn't get the right coffee, I probably would have killed somebody inside.
I actually understand that. I'm like that now, but not really.
But why?
I don't know. I don't know.
And a perfect example of that is another problem I had was, listen, yesterday I almost had to stab somebody. Well, I wouldn't stab anybody, but I would ask somebody to stab them.
Right, excuse me.
Excuse me, can you run into this knife, please? So I'm at Chipotle, And I get out of the van and I go in to get my fucking food. And
Right.
I'm getting that already. And I come out and somebody's parked in the what do you call it? Not the handicap park.
the handicap sheltered area.
Yeah, where we can't even park.
Where
the
they
vans are.
unload the ramp.
And listen, you know me and you. You know you, but we're very accommodating people.
You know me, I know you.
We don't like confrontation. We just want to educate.
Right.
But listen, usually we're like, hey, could you not do that next time? Maybe think, do whatever. Listen. I was again on edge. I'm like, this person should be shot with a ball of their own shit.
Right.
Like, fuck this person. Like, and then I'm like, yo, even if I tell him, you shouldn't do this anymore, he's gonna do it next.
Right.
I've decided there should be stricter penalties for parking a handicap spot.
Ooh, that's actually a really good idea.
Like, just let's be real. You get a $250 ticket in the mail. They say, I don't even know if that really happens. And then you pay it, and you're like, oh, you know, back to
Right.
status quo.
Well, see, this is the thing. Here, we have to figure out a way, because if you brought in a handicap sticker, if you parked in a handicap spot,
Right.
and you're not handicapped, you only get punished if you get caught.
Right.
Now, I gotta call the police.
The
And
onus is on you.
it's not a 911 situation,
No.
because this isn't an
Can
emergency.
you imagine if I know, you know, it's fucked up. There's a lot of handicapped people right now on TikTok that would definitely call 911. Because somebody's in there.
Listen, so apparently there's two numbers. I didn't know this until I was like 20. There's like, I always thought I went to a cop,
911.
911. And they're like, what's your emergency? I'm not sure we can constitute this as an emergency, but who do I speak to about someone parking in a handicap spot? Well, did someone hit someone? Is there an No, like, there's just a car here. And
And it won't move.
And they're like, yeah, no, you have to call our service number. I'm like, I thought that was 911.
I am, like, is this a fucking riddle? Am I in the Twilight Zone?
So-
This is your job.
Right, so apparently there's another number other than 911, which I learned. So, but my point is, I shouldn't have to inconvenience I'm the one that's being already put out.
Right.
Like, there's a fucking car stopping me from getting out. That alone is my cross to bear. Now I have to dial a number that's not 911, and I say, excuse me, there's a car in a handicap spot. Do they have a handicap sticker? Nope, that's why
Why am I doing?
Nope, that's why I'm calling. And they're like, all right, how long has it been there? Not sure, I just got here. And they,
Are we gonna do this all day?
is anyone in the car? I would have knocked on the door and asked if the movie was here. This is a real conversation. Like,
Isn't that crazy?
Like, I'm not just like trying to do
Like,
this.
Angela, you're right.
This is not a joke. Like, this is literally what happened. And it's like, all right, well, so is there any other spots? Nope, this is the only handicap spot available. Like, I'm in a spot, but my ramp can't get out. All right, we're on our way. How long do you think it would take you to get here? I don't know, 20 minutes.
Dude, that's like calling a plumber and be like, hey man, my toilet's out. Are there any other toilets in the house? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Dude, and people don't understand, like, what's the big deal? Imagine going to 7-Eleven. I'm gonna get a cup of coffee. And while you're in there, somebody nails your charger shut.
I know.
And says, hey, I'll be back in 20 minutes. What the fuck is going on right now?
It's ridiculous.
So, having said that,
I would key a motherfucker's car.
well, yeah, but then you don't deal. But there should be stricter rules. Like, you have to be a handicapped person's slave for 4 days.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And yes,
Yeah.
I said slave. I disagree with slavery wholeheartedly. Unless you park in a handicap spot.
Right, because now you're making a
Because
decision.
now you're making a decision to be a slave. You know?
Right, it's a
You're-
choice.
It's a choice.
Right.
And then you owe me.
Well, here's the
4
thing.
days of your
You
life.
know the rules of the game.
Right.
Like, they're not forced upon you.
No.
Like, you know, okay.
This could have been avoided.
If I parked in a handicapped spot and I am not handicapped, there is a chance, maybe not a big one,
Right.
but there's a chance I could be a slave for 4 days.
100%.
Like, you know the
How
the rules of the game.
quickly do you think people would stop parking in handicap spots?
So, I'm going to be honest with you. I think until there's like 10 to 20 real slaves,
Right.
I don't think very quickly. But once the news,
Listen to what I'm going to tell you right now.
hold on. Once the news starts to hear story by story of like able-bodied slaves.
Such a dick.
Yeah, just like, well, I don't want to get too graphic.
I was very
There's some dirty disabled people.
Listen right now, you park in my spot, you stop right there. Okay? It's just the way it is. I'll do it nicely, I'm not going to be nasty about it. But like, hey, you parked in my spot, now it's time to go on. I'll give my cupcake check. Listen, I'd be the best employer of handicap parking. No, not any slaves. Not like, I vehemently disagree with slavery of any kind. Unless you park in a handicap spot.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
That's fucked up.
I don't even want to park in a handicap spot.
You know what I'm saying?
Just in case there's
I would start second guessing where I park.
Yeah, just in case there's a misunderstanding about
Right.
my disability
But
or the rules of the road.
can we at least admit that it would definitely clear up a lot of problems?
I think you may.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Or
I agree.
let's see, like maybe a handicapped person gets to hit you with a wiffle ball bat 24
Ooh,
times.
that's not good. Yeah, you get hit in the face with a wiffle ball bat.
Because slavery, like I thought about it, and it brought up too many negative things.
Yeah.
It was my first thought.
Right.
I apologize. It was my first thought.
Right.
It was too
Yeah,
much.
you are mostly right. So
Right.
I'm not surprised
That was my first
that was your
thought.
first thought.
Oh no.
But
It's deep rooted. I gotta get it out.
but the other part of you was like, no, that's not right.
Yeah, no, it just felt weird. Like it
Yeah.
sounded great for a second, but
Right.
no, there's other opportunities
I
to
trust.
hurt people without sleep.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think if you hit them in the face with a wiffle ball bat 24 times,
I think this is what I think. I was gonna say the whole like you have to live a day or like a week in a wheelchair, but at the end of the day, they can still scratch their own head.
yeah,
They
you
can still just get up and get out. Like that doesn't really count.
get up and get out.
I think they should have to, like so you know how we have nurses.
Yeah,
They know what they're getting themselves into.
right.
They pays for it.
Right.
I think they should have to wipe ass. Like their job should be an ass wiper
I got one better.
all day, every day.
I got one better.
For a
Yeah.
year.
What happened?
For a year.
For a year.
Eh?
You know what? I should let you finish. That's perfect.
Yeah.
That is perfect. Or they have to wash my balls.
I don't want to even do that. That's gross.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it's a good punishment, though. Trust me.
It is. Yeah,
I say that on front.
I sit all day, every day.
Oh yeah, no, it's rough.
Ooh, in like June?
I think the wiffle ball bat thing is a really good idea.
I do too.
Have you ever been hit in the face with a wiffle ball bat?
Yes, I have. By you, actually.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It shouldn't be fun.
But see, what if you do it to a disabled dude or person that can't use their arms?
They get to pick somebody that they
Oh,
love
they
to
get
do it
to
for
pick-
them.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, Tonto, you're pretty strong.
Dude, I
Hit
have.
this bitch in the face with a rifle.
I went to the urgent care over here this morning to get some papers filled out
Okay.
for something. And, leave it at that. And there was a lady that parked in the handicap
To get
spot.
papers for the I'm sorry.
There was a lady in the handicap spot.
Yeah.
And inside, I just wanted to like key her car, shit in her gas tank,
Right.
but I can't because I'm disabled.
All seriousness though, you know what? Like, they should have like a fucking, like, you know how like when you go to gated communities,
Yeah.
they have the bar that comes down. They
I
should
do.
even better. When you go to the supermarket,
Right.
you know where you put the fucking what are they called? The baskets.
Yeah.
Have that all around, and then you have to submit like your ID says you have a disabled van.
Oh, your
and
license.
and you boop boop, and it goes up. Like there has to be a way to stop this shit from happening.
Yeah.
Because it is annoying.
Yeah, a fine is obviously not deterring people.
No, it happens all the time.
Uber drivers are the fucking worst. I almost got into a literal physical altercation with an Uber driver. I mean, it's not Uber. What's the
Uber
food
Eats,
one?
Uber Eats.
Uber Eats driver in front of our apartment building. So me and Taylor are walking the dog,
Mhm.
and we're about to walk inside, and I see. Now maybe I shouldn't have taken it upon myself to educate, because it wasn't actively affecting me. So I am.
Yeah, but it could. That's
Right.
the point.
So I do want to say that. It wasn't like I was being inconvenienced.
Mhm.
But I saw this person parked in a handicap spot. get out very easily. So I was obviously not handicapped.
Yeah.
And,
Like, wow, man, you had a great movement for the
and start like jogging towards building 40.
Mm-hmm.
We live right across there. So I'm like, he's running at me. So I'm like, I saw him get out of the car in a handicap spot. So I let Kayla and the dog keep walking. I take it upon myself to educate.
Okay.
So I say, excuse me, like, do you live here? And he's like, no, he's like, no, I'm an Uber driver. I'm just dropping off food. I'm like, yeah, no, yeah, I'll move your car. And he goes, yeah, no, I'm not gonna be here that long. I'm just dropping off my car. I'm like, I absolutely understand that, but where you're parked, I'm not even allowed to park there. Like, if someone comes and needs to lay the ramp out, like you're in the way, you gotta move your
I'm gonna be
car.
honest with you, that sounds pretty understanding. Like, you're not really being a dick yet at all.
Yeah, and he's like, but dude, I'm just going in there. I'm like, listen, man, like, it's like a $250 fine. Like, if you need me to call a cop to educate you, I can. But I'm just trying to help you out. I'm just trying to help you out.
Yeah.
Like, you can't park there. And he's like, I don't understand. I said, listen, fuckhead. You gotta move. Now I'm being agitated.
That's a trick turn.
Yeah, I went from 0 to 100. I'm like, fuckhead, you gotta move your car. Like, are you that much of, I'm saying this to him.
Yeah.
Are you that much of a dick? Like, someone comes in and you just, what if I need it? You don't know who I am. What if I fucking need it? Move your fucking car.
Yeah.
And he gets into the car and he's like, move. I'm like, why did I move? I'm gonna move my car. So I start rolling there. I see him walking to his car and he stops. And I see him looking at me, waiting for me to like go into my apartment building.
Yeah.
So I literally park in front of his car
Mm-hmm.
and I take pictures of his license plate.
Perfect.
And he goes, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm waiting for you to fucking leave, because if you don't, I'm sending this to the police. And he's like, yo, move. I'm like, I'm not moving. Get your fucking car and fucking park over there.
Right.
He gets to this town, he parks over there. And I'm like, why the fuck does it have to come?
Exactly. First of all, it took him, what? How long that competition last?
At least 3 to 4 minutes. Like, way longer than it had.
It 20 seconds to back up and move a parking spot over.
Yeah.
20 seconds. I don't understand it.
And after, I'm like, yo, this guy could probably fucking, like, really attack me in a weird way.
In a really weird way. And you just smile as he pummels you.
Exactly.
But then he's the guy that beat up a handicapped guy who just asked it, like, to do it.
But he's also the guy that parked in a handicap spot,
Yeah.
so I don't think he's above kicking my ass.
Listen. I'm going to tell you something right now. Nobody wants to be the guy that this little handicapped dude told me to move, so I beat the shit out
So
of
can you
him.
imagine on the news today?
I shouldn't say we. I mean, I hope it would be we, but I know for a fact you and Taylor would be living in a fucking mansion if that ever
Could you
happened.
imagine today in Amityville, New York, an Uber Eats driver
Sounds about right.
parked in a handicap spot. When asked to move by a handicap man, he beat him about the head and shoulders with the food he was dropping off to his clients.
And the handicap man just kept screaming out, "Get the whiffable now!" Like, bro,
We
that's
now have Alexa live in Amityville with Corey.
Here's my thing, though. Let's say that does happen, right?
Right.
Now you've been abused. Yeah, right. So
I've been attacked.
You've been there's been a handicap attack.
Right, I was accosted.
You're accosted. You're hurt. You're probably shot. Rightfully so. Let's just be honest.
Yeah,
But here's the thing. Now redemption is taken.
right.
Because you now get to beat him in the face with a wiffle ball bat in front of people and for them to laugh. And I feel like that's a wash. If I'm being honest.
It is a rough, but it depends on how bad my ass kicking is.
Oh, that's accurate. That's true.
Because everyone needs to sue him. Like, he's an Uber Eats driver. He's not me.
No, but here's
Like, what am I gonna win?
here's the thing. You get to hit him in the face with a wiffle ball bat.
That's true.
I asked you.
A year free of Uber Eats,
Yes.
and I get to beat him about the head and face with a Uber bat.
I revert back to my original question about 20 minutes ago, which is, have you ever been hit in the face with a wiffle ball bat?
Good point. I like
You know
this.
what I'm saying?
This is a great idea.
Exactly. It's phenomenal. And you know what the other funny thing is? Did you ever like talking about this whole parking and handicap spot thing,
Yes.
I'll go to like different areas, and let's say I asked whoever I'm with, the driver, to run into 7-Eleven for me, or
Fuck yeah.
to run into fucking supermarket for me. I'll watch people park in a handicap spot, and then I'll judge them on if they should be able to park there or not.
Absolutely.
Like, look at this fucking slut. Yeah, I only call guys sluts, so don't worry.
Right. It's true. Eric only calls, like, he'll say, look at this slut, and it's only about a guy.
Yeah, because nobody cares about men's feelings, so it's fine. I'm like, look at this fucking slut. And it was like, he should not be able to park there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know who these doctors are that are giving out disabled spots. Like, if you're like us, 100%. But then you get into a weird spot, because I was talking shit about my neighbor once, and I found out that she had like 100 heart surgeries. And I was like, oh, maybe she should.
Well, yeah, I know someone that has like a bad hip, and not like I have. Like they really, for real. Like,
No, I know that's a legit reason.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. If you confronted that Uber driver, he was like, hey, you have a bad hip, what would you say?
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, I have a bad hip.
Yeah, I
Like,
get
it's
it.
fucked up, but this is just real life shit, bro. Handicapped people
No,
are gonna
but-
judge.
But if he had a sticker, I can't really say. I mean, I'll still judge the shit out of you.
Right.
But at least if you have a sticker, I won't confront you.
I agree.
I don't throw shit behind your back. Like, do you really need that, you lazy fuck?
I do. We do it all the time. That's
But
not
I
a
won't
lie.
say it to your face.
All right, that's it. You're right.
If you
You're
don't
right.
have a sticker,
Oh,
I'll
game's
confront-
on, bro.
I'll confront the shit out of you.
100%.
Like, hey, butt fuck. Like,
Hey, but
yeah, I
Yo,
don't
that's
know
it.
shit, bro.
new T-shirt. Hey, bud, fuck.
Yeah, man.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. Oh, dude, my face is killing me from laughing. Yeah, fucking. So again, I don't know if you agree or not, but stricter penalties
Yeah.
for handicap parking.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. This is like a hard pivot, but there's this podcast, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was actually thinking about it the other day about like these women, these two women in wheelchairs.
Oh, sit the fuck down.
Yeah, and they talk about like
Actually, I like that podcast.
yeah, they talk about I don't know the name of it, but like if a dude likes a chick
Mhm.
strictly because she's in a wheelchair. What's that called?
Oh, yo, it's a devotee.
Yes.
A devotee.
Did you see this? Did you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about because they actually had a devotee on their So this dude, backstory: there's two girls, two women who have had spinal cord injuries,
Right.
and they wanted to kind of like not like us, but kind of similar to us. They wanted to start a podcast for disability awareness and shit that female disabled people go through.
Yo, I can't even imagine.
Bro, it is so good. The content that I highly suggest anybody listen to this. Check out Sit the Fuck Down. Phenomenal. Having said that, there was a guy who started like liking all their pictures and just sending like weird comments and shit.
I'll let you toast.
And yeah, or I like your wheels and shit.
Oh my god.
And or your stoma. I don't know if they have stomas, but
I like how much help you need.
yes, I'm not even kidding. Yes. So
Do you want me to help you?
So they messaged him and they asked him a bunch of questions. Now,
Wheeling is hard.
now,
Maybe you need to be pushed.
now, apparently, a devotee is somebody who finds you attractive strictly on the fact that you're in a wheelchair.
That's dope.
What does that mean? I will explain it to you. Let's say a smoking hot, blonde hair, blue eyed model walks by. He's like, disgusting.
Gross.
Let's say somebody with one leg missing a right leg and a left leg and a half eyebrow, and he's like, that wheelchair makes you so fucking hot, and my dick is rock hard right now. That's what a devotee is. Like, it doesn't matter what you like. Physical appearance means nothing.
All right.
If you're disabled and you need help,
Is it the wheelchair or is it gonna be like crutches too?
I think it can be crutches too.
Like, is it like
Disability.
Any disability?
Disability. I think it gets really weird if you're like mentally disabled. I don't think that counts.
Right. Like, Like Down syndrome doesn't turn
no,
on.
but it's
Or that.
but
Is it based on like gender? Like
usually
like most men?
I feel like now I'm making up arbitrary numbers to be
Right.
honest, to be completely honest.
So none of what he's about to say is accurate at all.
But something tells me like 99% is oh yeah, who the fuck is like, oh that's a really high handicap guy. That sounds fucked up.
Even though we have
Don't get me
no,
wrong.
even though we have no scientific numbers, I do agree with that.
You know what I mean? No, like
That makes sense.
like guys are just gross. Like not that I don't know how to the word like what's going on in my head sounds a lot better than when it comes out.
Or like, nope, that sounds gay.
It sounds kind of gay. The point is,
And then when you say it out loud, it sounds exactly how it does in your head.
right? Like ooh, that was bad. But so yeah, devotees just want to fry handicapped girls. And then I said, you know what though? Like a lot of, rightfully so, a lot of girls are like, oh, you're gross. This is nasty.
Why is that rightfully so?
I don't know. Just women say it. I have no idea. I would be psyched if somebody wanted to fuck me because I was disabled.
Even if it was strictly purely on the fact that you were in a wheelchair. I know, I agree with
Yes, marry. Like I want to marry you. I don't want married, but yes.
you. Like, why would
Like
you
I would
marry me?
manipulate that situation so fucking hard. It's retarded. It doesn't. It makes my eyes roll back. How do you understand it?
You know what it is? This is my issue. And listen, I don't want to make it like a he, she thing. So we'll just make it a disabled thing.
Feel free though.
If you're someone that says, I want to be treated as an equal, I want to be like disabled bodies are sexy, here's a person that is literally telling you the only reason I found you attractive is the fact that you're borderline useless. Like that is what makes
Like,
you.
oh, you're so fucking hot.
Like this person's literally saying
The only reason I like you
the reason everyone else thinks you're a burden and disgusting
is why I
is
love
why
you.
I want to just nut in you a bunch of times.
Yeah, just fill you up.
And then you feel the urge to say
You're gross.
like you're gross.
You can't have your cake and eat
I don't
it.
understand. How do you want to be treated like everybody else? And then when someone says like disabled
I
bodies
feel
are
like
hot,
that's a cop out. It's like if the hot guy at the bar doesn't like you, you're like, oh, disabled bodies are sexy. Go fuck yourself. So just find somebody who will make you,
happy.
happy and just call it a day.
Yeah, I understand.
Now that doesn't mean they have to be a devotee.
No.
I don't even understand what that means, to be honest with you, but that's what people call it.
Listen, it's a
It's
way.
a preference
It's a way for someone
to be grouped.
to be grouped, and I don't like it.
It's weird.
It is weird.
Could a disabled person be a devotee?
Of course, you'd be a devotee. If you like to only fuck disabled people, based under that,
Isn't that weird though? Like,
I guess.
let's say I started sending weird, creepy messages to only disabled people, right? Like I do it
Right.
already, but not to only disabled people.
Right, no.
Let's say I started doing it to only disabled people. Am I a devotee, or would I be?
No, I think you're swimming in your own pool. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but then is that? But I don't understand. Like that is segregating. Like only now you're saying only people who aren't disabled can be devotees. That's pretty ableist.
of course
That's the most
it is.
ableist shit I've ever heard.
It is.
You know what I'm saying?
Because you're in a wheelchair, you
I can't be a devotee?
Fuck
I mean,
you.
I don't want to be, but I could
Fuck
be.
you.
You fucking piece of slut. You fucking sluts. To the men, the girls, you're
Right,
fucking.
man. Yeah.
I only call men sluts.
Right.
It's my thing now. So I mean, I've said this in previous podcasts, but I've adopted it, and I love it.
Anyway, back to what I was saying. The devotee, I don't know, man. It's like this. There's a woman that I follow on TikTok
Mm-hmm.
and Instagram. She's a influencer,
Alright.
a disabled influencer,
Okay.
and she's always typing these.
I don't know why that makes you laugh.
She's always. I know. It's the only way. It's the word we use to express people these days, I guess.
Right.
Influences me to fucking want to flick you on the forehead, but she takes half-naked pictures of herself, which is fine.
Yeah.
And like, if that's what you want to do, she takes like in a thong, ass out, no top on. She puts like fuzzies on her nipples, and
That's
she's
what's
like disabled bodies are hot.
Mhm.
And then right on, I'm sexy because I'm disabled, and you want these curves and my lovely cripple humps,
Right.
all kinds of shit. And then you read the comments, and there's guys like, yo, I would do, and then they say some real fucked up shit. But
Did you see my comment? Okay.
right, and then she's like, oh, men are nasty. Like, why? Like, just because I'm in a weird. I'm like, yo, you're posting. Like, literally, someone said, yo, you're sexy. Her caption, disabled bodies are sexy. His response, you're sexy. Her response, fuck you, you dirty fuck. Like, you're setting these people up for failure.
Dude,
I
that's
understand.
like, I mean, Patrice O'Neal,
She thinks more people are against her
then
than they really are.
Well, that's what's happening. Don't be wrong. And that's my whole point. Well, I mean, I don't know if you agree with me or not, but that's what I talk about with people all the time. There is definitely still people that don't want to deal with disabled people.
Of course, I'm one of them.
And that, exactly. And that should be, in my opinion, especially when it comes to like affecting other disabled people's lives,
Right.
that should be changed, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But I think it's a lot less today than those very specific people think it is.
I agree.
But if you accept that fact, now who are you? Who are you if you don't have someone to fight against?
Right. Well, I think the fight is too broad. Like,
Yeah.
I think there are actually specific incidents that we can focus on to get change done.
Mhm.
But when you're saying, here's a group of reasons why everyone's or society as a whole is an asshole,
Yeah.
I think we're kind of missing the big picture.
When you post a picture of your pussy on Instagram, and you're like, look at my pussy, isn't it great?
And
And
then
the
someone
dude
says,
says,
yeah, that's
that's
great.
a good pussy. You're disgusting, you piece of shit. It's like, what the fuck are we
I
doing
don't
here?
understand what's happening.
What is happening? Yeah, I don't know, man. You're not
The
wrong.
act alone of posting a picture like that does not warrant response. The act of making a caption saying, ain't this juicy cripple hump sexy? Yes, it's sexy. You dirty motherfucker. I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't get it either, bro. It's weird. It's so weird.
Yeah, I think there's a screw loose. Like, I'll be honest with you.
Now listen here. It
gets likes. Listen, it gets likes. I get it. Everyone likes to hear that they're strong and they're doing a good job and they're changing. Everyone wants to change the world. They just don't really want to do work for it.
True.
It's easier to take a picture
Now here's the
than
thing.
to actually go do something.
Try to go.
I'm just saying.
But here's the other thing. I would like to educate you about.
I would love to.
Let's
I like when you get education.
let's turn the table. Let's say it's a Friday night. I'm smoking a little bit. I'm sipping on whiskey. I'm editing the podcast, right?
Right.
Oh, we got to get this ready for Tuesday.
Right.
We got to get this ready for Tuesday. I look at my Instagram,
Right.
and a woman has messaged me.
Alright.
It says, look at how fucking disabled you are. You look so. I know most people don't love you.
Like,
But-
you look naturally disgusting.
Right. But I'm pretty sure I could fit both your balls into my mouth. I would be psyched.
Have you been sitting all day?
How do you say? I'm not. My response is, you're disgusting. You only got me from a wheelchair. I'm like, oh, I'm so disabled.
Oh, I expect you not to do the podcast.
Right? Is that like? Troy, listen, man. I give you a lot of shit about being on time.
Podcast is not getting done.
Podcast though. I've canceled the podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like, but do you get what I'm saying?
I understand.
Do you get what I'm saying?
I understand.
You know what I mean? I don't know.
I
It's
understand.
just very upsetting.
Yeah, I understand.
Fucking
Yeah, it's
people.
getting crazy outside.
Yeah, we have a tornado coming, bro.
Don't even joke like that. I fucking hate them.
Dude, listen to what I'm gonna tell you.
I'd rather not.
So, so I got Sandra's son into sushi.
I love it.
Sandra's one of my nurses. I got him into sushi.
Right.
This kid he turned into one of us when we were like 18.
Right.
He's eaten sushi 4 times each week for the last 3 weeks.
So there's this thing called blood poisoning.
Mercury poisoning. I know.
Mercury poisoning? I said blood poisoning.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't want to bring it up.
Mercury.
Listen, everybody who watches us knows
They know.
they know what just happened. Keep
Like,
going.
you're gonna edit under it, he means mercury poisoning.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, there's a little thing called mercury poisoning. You may want to watch out for it.
And that's what I tried to explain to him. But here's the funny thing: it's so fun. Like, I realize like how much influence like older people have on kids. Like when Steve brought us the sushi,
Right.
we got coffee the very first time we had sushi.
Oh yes.
We got coffee after.
Yes.
Now, I don't know about you, I cannot have sushi and not have a cup of
So
coffee
this
after.
is this is how bad it is. I'll say if kid is like, babe, you want sushi for dinner? I'm like, can we get coffee after? Oh, depending on what the next answer is whether or not I'm getting sushi.
100% though. It's
And that's the guy truth.
I'm gonna tell you if I'm
He's not real. Huh? I don't know why I even said that.
you know, it makes me uncomfortable.
I'm sorry.
You don't fuck with things you don't understand, bro.
I understand it, but yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you, this is how bad it is. Like 2 months ago, we went to another thing I fucked him up. I got him Totobuki for his very first sushi
Oh,
experience.
dude, you can't go back from that.
So that's the problem.
Nothing else will hold up.
See, but he's 16, so he doesn't realize like he's eating gas station sushi. I'm like, bro, don't eat that.
This is great.
You know, I'll be like, this is not like what we had. I was like, well, yeah, you're eating like poor people's food.
That's peasant fish.
I don't eat that shit. So, but here's the problem. So we brought him to Totobuki. I'm such into like the habit of having coffee after. We got out at 9. Fucking Starbucks is retarded now, and they close at 9.
Yes, they do.
No one told me. So I went to Starbucks, and I pull up and I'm waiting online, and they're like, sir, we're closed. And this is like a couple days after
Right.
the whole nursing thing. So I was like, I'll bring you guys to the drive. What do you mean you can't? And they're like, no, we started closing at 9, after the whole COVID thing. I was like, yeah, go fuck yourself.
Right.
So Sandy's like, we don't need coffee. I was like, listen, I'm going to kill somebody if I don't have coffee.
Yeah.
So I actually got gas station coffee.
Yeah, that's how you.
I don't know why I didn't go to 7-Eleven because it's right next door.
7-Eleven is better.
But I was in the right lane. I didn't want to do a U-turn, so gas station coffee. Having said that, though, we're going back to Totobuki tonight, and I am fucking psyched.
Ooh, now I may want some sushi for dinner.
And they're very handicap friendly.
But I have chicken that needs to be made.
They're very handicap friendly. Did you know how like disabled, like you're very disabled? Cold weather, bad for the hands.
I just got warm, so I imagine you're back outside in like 5 minutes.
It affects the driving.
It does.
At authentic Japanese restaurants, well, Totobuki anyway, you get that hot towel.
Well, let me
Oh my god, it's so fucking
I
nice.
fucking bathe in a hot towel.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because Danny was like, "What do you do with this?" And so I was like, "You put it on your face." So he unwraps it and puts it over his face,
That's it.
and he's like, "This is great."
What
And I'm like,
did Sandra say?
She
did
got
she
me-
tell you an asshole?
no, she laughed, and I was like, "Sandra, don't tell him." Then I told him, yeah, he
That's
just laughed.
fucked up.
He just laughed it off, but the waiter's walking by, and he has the fucking thing hanging over his face.
That's fucked up.
He's like, "What does this do?" I'm like, "It's for relaxation."
This is to get you ready for the sushi experience.
Right, it starts digestion
That's
from the eyes.
that's fucked up.
So yeah, that's fucked up. But what do you do? It teaches character.
Yeah.
Don't ever trust a handicap person.
I think that's pretty much right.
That's the other thing though. We're very trusting people. Like,
We are.
People believe.
They believe anything.
I can pretty much tell somebody anything. It's a great power, but also a terrible curse.
Yes. Now, once you know me, you don't believe a word I say.
Don't believe.
You don't
Don't
believe
believe anything he says.
Dude, when me and Taylor first started dating, dude, the amount of lies the stories that I would tell her.
All right, let's have this conversation. Let's just be completely honest. I'm not sure if you did this with Kayla, but all disabled people, well, like David, or all our boys anyway, we will literally tell you not anything, but we will exaggerate a lot.
Dude, I told Taylor, and this is like the God honest truth. I told Taylor that I was a hand model. Like that my hands were in Crest magazine.
You have, like me, some of the most disabled
That's
hands
why I
ever.
said Crest. Because Crest magazine
I didn't hear you say Crest.
is for disabled people. So
Oh
I was
my
like,
God.
but I was too disabled to be on the front cover. So
Poor
I
Taylor.
was second page, only hand model.
I was second page.
and it was for a cream for when you drive your wheelchair Because your hands get
Callous.
very callous.
Mine are callous right now.
Right. So, and she was like, no, you're lying. And I kept this.
No, you're lying.
I kept this ruse going for like a good month.
Right.
And one day I just couldn't stop but laugh, and I told she believed that. She believed my name was Cornelius until Mom fucked up and told her. And told her I was lying. She did. I said, Mom, what the fuck? Like, Taylor told me, I put it on speaker.
Right.
And she's like, oh, what's going on? I'm like, oh, I'm reading, I was opening mail.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, oh, what's the mail say? It was like a card from Aunt Linda or something. It says, Dear Cornelius, happy birthday. And Mom starts laughing. I'm like, and she goes, why is your mom laughing? I'm like, I have no idea. And then she goes, Miss Kathy, is your son's name Cornelius? And she goes, no. I'm like, Mom, what the fuck?
What the fuck, man?
I've been telling her for like 2 months that my name.
I'm working on this thing.
My name's Corey, short for Cornelius.
Dude, that was like the time that we had we told one of our nurses when they first started working for us. So we were at a barbecue, and Italian restaurant, and me and Tori both got ravioli, and we're eating the ravioli, and he was just sitting there, and I'm like, hey, just make him cut it up. So I was like, hey, can you cut up our ravioli for us? This went on for like 3 months that he thought we couldn't cut up anything.
Yeah.
And then we had a new OT come in, and they were asking like a bunch of shit that you can do and can't do.
Yeah, can you dress yourselves?
No, can you let your bands? No, can
Can
you
you brush your own teeth? Yes. Can you cut your own food? Yeah.
Except for steak.
Except for steak.
A little bit hard with steak.
And my other nurse goes, oh, and ravioli. I go, no, I can cut ravioli.
But I didn't even think of it. Like, we didn't put the two together. He's like, what do you mean you can cut ravioli? We're like, no, we can cut ravioli. And he's like, dude, what the fuck? Good story.
Ooh, I'm a little hungry, bro.
Dude, I'm shocked. What are you doing this weekend?
Well, it's my baby boy's birthday.
Drinky.
Drinkeroni.
Oh yeah, I gotta do that tomorrow. I don't have to. I want to,
My puppuccino, as I call him.
but is Taylor doing a cake?
Stop it. Of course she's doing a fine cake.
I like it.
But it's a people hate, so like he can't have any.
No drinks, no cake for you. Wait, what?
So it's his birthday, but it's a reason for us to have cake.
Well, let me guess. If I know Taylor, let me guess. It's gonna be a chocolate cake.
It is chocolate, but it's from Amelia's.
Oh, she's not making it.
No,
Alright.
it's a Brooklyn Black House cookie cake or something. I don't know. I'm getting a horse in my throat.
That's just we call that disability.
Yeah, we're getting the horsey.
Alright, bro, before you choke and die, I think we should get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I'm
Because
fine
it's
with
looking
that.
real squirrely outside.
It is.
And I'm disabled, and I'm gonna have a problem getting home if it starts raining.
I don't like it at all.
Alright, well, I had a good fun time, man. Dude, we had to get. Oh, yeah, well, you work now, so. We have
I'm a real boy now, bro.
We have to figure out the content. I hate doing it every 2 weeks.
Yeah,
We gotta try to get back to week to week.
I agree.
If you still want a mug, there's 5 left, so find order a mug. Other than that, thanks for listening, everybody.
I maybe drank out of some of them, but I think it'll be alright.
Alright, everybody, take it easy. We'll see you next week. Peace.
Peace.
I'ma be it to the party, yo. Listening to Cripple Streets.
Sit your ass back and enjoy the show.
You ain't now listening to Cripple Streets.
If you ain't about them Cripple Streets, then you got to
You
go.
are now listening to Cripple Streets.
This is my whole life. This is all I
You are
know.
now listening to Cripple Streets.